Barcelona intend to sign the new Messi.
The 17-year-old star of River Plate and Argentina U17 national team, Claudio Echeverri. Xavi fell in love with this talented youngster, and it could be a perfect match. Barcelona are also in love with Echeverri, and Echeverri is in love with Barcelona. So what kind of beast is he, and why is half of Europe in the race for his signature? Let's get into it. Claudio Echeverri is not just another new Messi who will not be able to make a name for himself and thus be quickly forgotten by everyone. This guy is built different. He is the epitome of a down-to-earth performer who clearly understands that matches are won on the football pitch and that it takes a lot of dedication to become the best. As a person, he's an extraordinary boy. He's always located, respectful, willing to learn, and a very good companion. I highlight this since it's not easy to handle yourself when, from such a young age, you're pointed out as a different player or a crack kid. Claudio has his feet on the ground, and he knows very well that he must continue learning a lot to be able to evolve and reach first place. Pablo Fernandez says, one of the coaches in the youth system of River Plate. One can notice Claudio's down-to-earthness as soon as he begins to speak. I've never felt pressure because I talked a lot with people around me who gave me advice. I was a normal kid, like everyone else, who trained, who had and still has a lot to learn. It's nice that the fans put their hope in me, but I still have a lot of growing to do. I am trying to keep improving. Echeverri stated recently in an interview, Claudio has always been considered one of the biggest talents of the River Plate Academy. At the children's level, he played like literal god. Well, forgive us for such a comparison, but just look at how he gets things done in one of the tournaments. And here's an upper 90 shot. And here we have a brilliant solo run. Oh, and a no less classy chip goal after going 1-1. At the end, he managed to totally destroy the defender and deliver an assist. And this is a match against Juventus we are talking about. In other words, the potential of this unbelievable Argentine prodigy has been known in Europe for quite a while. Echeverri gained even more attention already this year, especially when the Argentina U17 squad had a training session with the senior first team. Back then, Claudio took a memorable photo with his idol, Leo Messi, of course. And speaking of Albiceleste first-team regulars, Angel Di Maria singled out a talented prospect after a joint training. Echeverri was seen quite spicy. We were watching him, and it shows that he has a lot to give. Very soon, Claudio demonstrated to the whole world that he is worth these words from a legend. Claudio Echeverri has been among the most prominent stars of the recently held U17 World Cup campaign. New Messi became the second top scorer of the tournament, scoring 5 goals, second only to teammate Agustin Roberto, who netted 8 goals. Claudio also provided 2 assists and won the competition's bronze boot. Argentina ended up taking 4th place, being just 1 step away from the finals. Interestingly enough, one of the most discussed highlights of the tournament was Claudio's hat-trick against Brazil in the quarterfinals. Firstly, he carried the ball from the midfield and landed a gorgeous golazo. By the way, it's a bit reminiscent of this legendary goal executed by Messi. Then there was this accurate shot after an impeccable solo run. This one also reminds of Leo a bit, doesn't it? And finally, the third goal netted with an impressive ease. And again, we may confirm the direct copy of the goal by the great GOAT. As you can see, it was a phenomenal display at the World Cup. While his total stats for Argentina U17 squad reached a stunning 22 appearances with 13 goals and 5 assists. Claudio also made his debut for the River Plate first team and delivered an assist. So we are witnessing not just another young, talented footballer, but an actual diamond. Does it mean that those who will sign Echeverri will be having the football world at their feet? Maybe, but only the future will tell. Now an epic battle has ensued for the new Messi. After such a successful World Cup and the year 2023 in general, the demand for 17-year-old Wizkid has increased several times. Many clubs began to ask about the player's contract situation with River Plate and for what amount the Argentine club would be willing to sell the new Messi. Manchester City, Chelsea, Real Madrid, PSG, and Barcelona. All these Goliaths lined up to try to reach an agreement with both Claudio and River Plate. If at first the main favorites to land the prodigy were Man City with Pep Guardiola at the head, then recently Barcelona joined the race at full speed. By the way, Barca supporters, today's video if you want Claudio to end up in Xavi's team. Barca have completely changed its transfer strategy of astronomical signings to find and gather top young talents from around the world at reasonable prices. This is how the Catalans poached Araujo and Pedri, for example. As for the latest deals, the most notable ones are Noah Darvic, the U17 World Cup triumphant with the Germany squad, acquired for €2.5 million. Then we had Mikhail Faye from the modest Croatian side Kustosia for €1.5 million. And another U17 World Cup star, Ibrahim Diarra, who will join Barca in the winter of 2024. A serious bet is placed on these guys in the club. Other names linked with Barca include 16-year-old Estevão Willian from Palmeiras, who is also known as Messinho. Deco is already preparing the move for this future top performer as well. The sporting department works on transfers of stellar youngsters in advance, so as not to pay crazy money later on. An option with Barcelona is being seriously considered by Echeverri and his agents. The matter is that Barca is known to be the footballer's favorite club, and this could be a driving factor for this top deal. Well, Claudio's idol, as we already mentioned, is Lionel Messi. Barcelona journalists are already publishing the key data related to this possible transition. Xavi and the scouting department rate Claudio very high. The coach studied the player's game and approved the transfer. He recently chatted with the team on Zoom. Echeverri, he's a talent. He goes beyond the top 3 goals against Brazil. He is a differential. The Barcelona manager notes about the footballer. Until recently, Echeverri was negotiating a contract extension with River Plate to increase the release clause to €60 million. But as soon as Barcelona arrived and quickly entered the negotiations, Echeverri's representatives stalled talks with Dockers and started to talk with Barca. As of this moment, the player's release clause is valued at €25 million. Echeverri's agent want to sell the player now, so that he can already play in Europe in the summer. The idea is that the player knows in advance where he will move and calmly prepares for the departure. Barca will not pay the release clause specified in the contract. The idea is to agree with the player first and then negotiate the matter with the club on their own terms. There are several options for the final agreement. First, Barca will pay about €30 million, but in several installments. Second, Barca will pay approximately €20 million, but Claudio will play out his entire contract and will only join the Catalans next winter. If one has to still choose a club for the new Messi, then the perfect stop for Claudio in Europe will ultimately be Barcelona. Blaugrana have completely changed the vector of their development and have proven themselves to be one of the most promising top clubs, where young top talents are given many playing minutes. Recent examples include Araujo, Pedri, Gavi, Balde, Yamal, Marc Guiu, Archer Ford, and soon, 18-year-old Vitor Roque will join their ranks. Xavi counts on youngsters, which means that Echeverri will have everything he needs to prove himself at the Camp Nou. What position could the new Messi take in Barcelona? These can be both the classic 10 role where Claudio will have complete freedom of action, as well as the position of the central midfielder of the attacking vector. A role similar to that of Pedri, who is trained to intensify attacking attempts. Barca want to continue to bolster the final third zone of the pitch, where there were many problems last season. Among Echeverri's advantages, we of course can mention his goal involvement. The Xavi team has been recently having huge problems with chance conversion, and the arrival of such players as Echeverri and Vitor Roque can significantly improve the situation in the roster. Guys, how would you rate the potential move of Claudio Echeverri to Barcelona? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to our channel.